So this will be your informal morning read. Let's call it what you like. There's this energy of someone who are very closed off. When you speak to them, it is like you get a very short answer. It's not directly ghosting, but it's a form of ghosting. And you might wonder what this is all about. For some of you, it could be a friend. It could be a former lover. It could be a family member. So whatever is your situation, we will see if this does resonate to you. So I've not pimped my table or had my usual morning routine. I just woke up and I got this sensation of bringing up this halfway of almost ghosting someone, but it's not a direct ghosting, but it makes you wonder maybe, and it makes you halfway. So what we are going to do is basically have a look inside this box, beautiful little silver box. And well, I can already tell you that it is nothing in there. So but sometimes we can simply open the box. We can simply open the box in our own way, and sometimes there is something in there. In this case, it will be these cards. So you can't see it, but here we are. Yet again, so the first column here, I call it the wow column, and which is really your advice. This is your advice how to approach the situation. If you're going somewhere, if you're traveling, or if you are in a situation now where you feel you need to close off, the cards actually here advise you to detach from a situation. There could be some heartbreak involved. This could be your person that has some kind of heartache. It could be you who had a former heartbreak. They can come in all forms. Not all heartbreaks are romantic, okay? So I see here the cards here showing you detaching from probably a previous heartbreak, and that is also your advice. So under the moon here, we have someone who could have played you. This is what the cards are showing you. So I'm not sure how this could or can be an advice. So let's just throw. Okay, so this could be of a fire sign. Obviously, this is a Leo card. Landers on the 1st. So this could also be an energy here of try not to take any sudden moves. Do not make any sudden moves, and beware of arrogance. Someone who take for granted. That could also be you, Scorpio. This is under the moon. So the cards advises you here that people might have heard something about you, listening to slander, or they could have their own idea about who you are. However, we can know what is under the root, but we are not under the root just yet. Beside here we have the Emperor also in reversed here, so there is this strong masculine energy here. So the card here, the cards here are actually advising you or warning you about a very, very strong masculine energy. Either you're a woman, either you're a man. You need to be aware of that there is this masculine energy here that will challenge you. This masculine energy, female or men, it doesn't matter. They could have previously be involved in this heartbreak. So the cards, they advise you basically to think clearly about this, about that these masculine might return to you. They could also be the reason that some of you are literally traumatized with the Three of Swords here, and that you need to detach from it. You need to detach from certain kind of people that are taking advantage of the position they are in, or they simply lack a spine. This is a typical scenario where you see a great looking someone or someone who is trying to look great, someone who are trying to be someone who they are not, because they simply deep inside do not identify themselves with this great individual who's got a lot of influences. This is someone who could try or want to try to become that, okay? And therefore they will behave very, very strange. It's followed up by a conflict here. So when it comes to values, the card advises you here to put any conflict that has been behind you, because now is the time for a new beginning. Three of our beautiful planets, that is including, you know, Mercury, Saturn and Pluto, they are now starting to move forwards again. So things are manifesting beautifully right now. So put behind you any conflict that has been. Do not point any fingers of what was. Just remember what was. Do not get any guilt, or don't go on any guilt trips. Just remember what used to be and keep it in the back of your head so you won't walk into the same trap again. So as you can see here, you also have the Seven of Coins in reversed here, okay? So here you can see already there are two masculine energies there. It could be the same individual, but you could have been exposed to several individuals who are very masculine, and some of them could even have a different perception about women, that women needs to be treated in a different manner because you are women. But it's not always about that. So Seven of Coins, this is about being grateful despite that the things did not turn out the way it would. And since it's coming out in reversed here, I want to take a check. Yes, so this could be a love situation that you were involved with the seventh house here, and it is for sure in reversed. There was this expectation to a situation. Things did not go as planned perhaps, or as expected, and so the disappointment would kind of be twice here, or times two here, as it's shown up in reverse like that. Because in this situation, this is more about acceptance. Okay, things are not going the way I wanted it to be, but you know, let's move on. Usually this card is a more mild perception of the Seven of Coins here. So moving down back to the path, which is this is someone, this is you here. that this is in your in between your conscious decision and your subconscious decision. So the cards here advises you to be someone who loves. You can still love, but as you see beside her, keep yourself vigilant. So you are someone who are very lovingly, you could care for children, animal, and people in general. You are someone who have the capability to love a lot here, okay? And so the card advises you to keep on doing that. But she's not offering her cup, as you can see. This is not an ace of cup. This is someone who already owns the cup. She earned her place where she is. Her instincts as a mother, they are natural. And still here you can see her, you know, without, she would be someone who are kind and generous. But I wouldn't want to pick with her. I didn't want to make any, I'm not sure I would want to challenge this woman, and this is you, whoever you are. This is no vice versa. This is what the universe or the great spirit, whatever you want to call the great creator, goddess, God, does not matter. It advises you to be vigilant. Behind that cup, you're always vigilant and you're setting limits, all right? Interestingly enough, followed up under the moon, which would be kind of something hidden. There is 4 of Wands here. And so right under the Emperor, which is in reversed here, we have a very seductive version of the High Priestess. All right, and on the bottom of the card here we have the Hierophant. This is what you do not see coming. Pardon my names. Like I said, I'm not I've not had my morning ritual yet. Followed up by the star here, and it's also talking about hard work. You might have an offering coming in here for you. Actually, you have 2 of aces here. Okay, so these would be the extras, followed up in a line. There's someone around you that could take you for granted, okay? 4 of Cups here. So just be aware of that. So by being as a friend, girlfriend, lover, you are here to focus on your work. So detach yourself emotionally here, because wherever you are going, whatever you're doing, you are here to work, and you will have these offerings here coming in for you if you focus and concentrate on this work and this work alone, and that you put your personal love for people, humans, in the back seat. Because so far I have a feeling it haven't served you really well, has it? So there could be some jealousy involved here from looking at some previous cards. Some of you have a quite strong knowledge about spirituality, both the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect. And there are some of you who are great spiritual speakers, and people will listen to you. And when someone are listening to someone like this, it can create jealousy, because as you can see here, you have the strength of a Scorpio, which is here. This is judgment, and this is death. Here you have the Sun. Subconsciously, you rail like the Sun, but there are some things that makes you a little bit insecure. There could be a soulmate here in for you, but As long as this Leo energy or this Aries energy is in reverse here, they are not someone you want to have into your soul. So you will concentrate on this. However, there is this sensation of many will wonder whether you are married or not. Some of you are exceptionally what's the word, attractive, sensual, and you can see how people are looking at her. You are looking at yourself, you study yourself also, you wonder a little bit, what is this fuss people make about you, because there's something about you that makes you very attractive, because they see this, and they also see this, and certain people of the opposite sex, they want to tame this. This is attractive to them. They want to tame the wild one. You see her here, how she is taming the wild ox, how she's not afraid of challenges, and therefore some of you might also attract this kind of energy, which is arrogance and abuse of power. So unfortunately they came out in reverse, so this is more like a warning for you. This is not how you should behave yourself. You have here on your values, it advises you to remove yourself from conflict right up there, into the energy of taking a rest, because you have the knowledge of a high priestess. So silence, it advises you here to keep your silence for a while, and wait with all your speeches, especially if you are new to somewhere, or you choose to change yourself somehow. Here you have Four of Swords. Notice that, she needs to take a nap. She needs her siesta. This is her values. This is where the love goes. And she realized that, I'm going to put behind me all the issues with love, regarding friendship, regarding my values, regarding men, women, my relations. And she's kind of scratching her head a little bit, wondering, what the fuck did I do wrong? Well, she's reflecting upon it, and she knows that she is the one who knows. People here are looking at her. And I don't think she's aware of that she's far more attractive than because usually among women, we see something that is less than this. And outside, people see this energy here vibing from you. There is this energy here that is also, this is also a warning. I don't think this is you. This is a warning. There would be someone who could be a little bit deceptive, but it seems like their intentions are meant well. I'm not going to pull any extra cards on this one, but she scratches her head because she can know, she can feel that someone are approaching her, and she is not in a position where she trusts people right now. This is the energy that you two possess. You could be a snake charmer yourself. We talked about a little bit about this before, and here there is another snake charmer coming in. Someone who could be in their 30s. This is the Knight of Cups. They could be a little bit cheeky. They are also dreamers, not too realistic all the time, but they do have a lot of love. However, they could be to the left one day and to the right the next day. So their energies are not very grounded. It's not very square as you would find among this guy. Although he's an Aries, he do possess the energy of how to be square, thinking in squares, being in squares, okay? So at the bottom here on your path, in your subconscious level, there is still grief here, which has imprinted wisdom to you. There was a lover here, which have somehow hurt you. Could be a close friendship, but this one shows love, as you can see here. There's a snake in the garden, and this made you vigilant, and you're very aware of that it hurted you. So on a subconscious level, you're very much, and for some of you, you do have the ability to go all the way back, and you know why you have to be vigilant here, because of what happened in the past, and it still imprinted you. It changed you into a queen of swords, not just a queen. And you know, you could have been in a situation where they both were either two queens or two kings, two powerful masculine energies or more. You will experience here a death, so just embrace it. Just embrace this death, okay? It's coming towards you. And I know many of you who follow this channel, you know the concept of death. And unless you didn't notice that there's someone who are in reversed on a very highly level of being aware, is right by the Queen of Wands. So there is someone here that you have a strong connection to. Notice how he is playing with fire as she is playing with water, but they still belong to the same club. All right, they might look very different. He could look Celtic or Nordic with his red beard like a Viking king or a Celtic horned god, and she could look you know, like a Egyptian queen or something more exotic. But what they have in common is that they are both king and queen of fire. But because she's a woman, she have a lot more understanding of water. She is on her way to the next level of becoming the Empress. I don't know about him, but as I said, he came out in reverse. So these cards are quite new, and so they have a couple of extra cards to them. So as you can see here, the Judgment is not really what we are used to. This is someone who are making a choice. This is your subconsciousness. So subconsciousness, it could have been, you know, at some point you died into becoming, you know, I'll rise like a phoenix into who I am. I'm a high priestess. I'm the one who knows. I'm also a queen. There are 3 queens here. And in your situation, you might have been involved in a situation where there are many dogs after one bone, all right? But you have absorbed all these energies: Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and here you show up with Scorpio energy, with Judgment. And she looks a little bit different than the other. This is someone who have the number 2, just like, you see her, right? So this is a very sensual, sexual energy that I want to say la grande sacerdotisa, the high priestess. It used to be so that it was a sacred ritual that a woman would give herself in a temple, give away her body, and it was not seen as something dirty. Here, 2020 come up. It looks like number 2, right? But it is in fact 20. Yeah. So if you look closely, you will see we actually have 20 here. And she is kind of pointing to her pineal gland, or marking her pineal gland with her heavenly blue eyes. Is she the one who finally are making a judgment, or does she experience it? Does she make the call? Whatever is the situation here, that is, remember that this is an advice for you, okay? To go with the sun. Strong Leo energy, but this one is the sun, okay? So she's walking what we also know from the movies June, the golden path. It is interesting how we see her walking in the desert, as if she was a Fremen herself. Yeah. So where the sun is shining, it could be very dry, but this is Leo energy again, so the card advises you to shine. But do keep your space, because if you shine too much into a degree where you will create envy among people who do not possess these powers, you could make a little bit of trouble for yourself. So here you have what you do not see, a new beginning waiting for you. If you follow the advice, I see someone here who feel threatened by this position as a star that some of you will gain. But as I said, just detach emotionally to people who are sending out energies that you're not welcome into my world. Well, if you're not welcome into their world, just stay away from them. It's as simple as that. And you are sticking to your world. You are doing your things. And there is work that needs to be done. And you might find people who wants to work with you. You will, it looks like some of you will find an offering, a new offering in love, and a new offering to work with someone. Now, the Ace of Cups, it tends to have a very cheesy outcome. This is what we know from before. So from before, I see someone here taking you for granted. They will try again, which will leave you but no choice. And so you shall have your victory. 10 of Cups here. So this would be your advices from the Great Spirit today. Whoever you are, Scorpio or no Scorpio, take it as it resonates. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week. Take care. I'm Raven.